Hey there folks, Caleb Downing, and today we're going to talk about this little laser light combo from Feyachi. Let's get into it. Alright, so before we get into it, yes, Feyachi did send me this this laser light combo to look at, make a review, and tell you guys about it. So, take what I say with a grain of salt if you have to, but we are going to give our honest opinion, and as such, I'm only going to be doing this as a general overview. I haven't put thousands of rounds through this thing, so if you, again, need to take what I say with a grain of salt, take what I say with a grain of salt. Let's go over some features real quick about this guy, and then we'll just talk about it real quick, and I'll show you some clips of it being used. Alright, so specifications up there on the screen. It's constructed of aircraft aluminum. Not sure if that's 7075 or 6061. It doesn't really say. It is sand matte finish. I'm not sure if that's anodized or not. The laser says it is a 3A class laser. The LED, it says it has 1,000 lumens. Not sure what the candela is on that, but 1,000 lumens. It is compatible with Picatinny and Weaver mounts. The range of the laser reportedly in daylight time is 200 yards and up to 350 yards at night. Alright, so that's your basic specs just read straight off of their Amazon listing there. But looking at the light itself, it doesn't look a whole lot different than one I've used before, but let's go over, and there's a couple different things about it. From like first looking at it, it doesn't look like there's much difference, but there are a couple things that are different. So real quick, let's talk about how this guy operates, how it works. You have a toggle switch here on the back, very similar to many optics out there. Not optics. If I keep saying optics, I'm sorry. Lasers and lights, right? So it's got a toggle switch. It's constant on if you flip it one way. Well, it's constant on if you flip it the other way, but not constant on, it is a strobe. I forgot. It's not a, there is no momentary. But you have strobe if you click it one way. Horizontal, it's off. Click it the other way, then it's constant on. Far as I know, you only have high. You don't have a medium-low setting for the light, so it's just going to be as bright as it's going to get. Down here on the bottom, you have another little toggle switch. This little toggle switch will toggle between the laser only. See laser back there? Laser and light. I'm sure that's flooding everything out so you can't see the laser, but the laser is on. Yeah, you can see the laser in my hand there. Laser is on, or the light only. See, the laser is off. Something that's worth noting real quick is if you have it on, let's say, there we go, laser only, right? And you have it on and you flip it to that strobe mode, it's gonna go straight to a strobing light. And the laser itself is not there. So strobe is strobe only. That's like a hard set thing, it's strobe only. So that's your main controls, your functions. To mount this guy to a pistol or a Picatinny rail, you have this one little insert right here. See if that shows up, probably not. That goes down on the bottom here. That's your insert for your Picatinny rail section, basically. And you have a screw that is supposed to not come out as far as I know, but it came out on me. And so we will put that guy in there. And then you have a spring-loaded, hopefully you can see that right here. It's kind of, light's not the best. Got a spring-loaded thing right here to where you can take this guy and affix it just like that, and then use your provided Allen key to tighten that little switch down, basically. So once you get that guy tightened down, he should be set in there and not move around a whole lot. Should be, and it's not moving around much at all. All right, actually, it's not moving around at all. I shouldn't say much at all. It's actually secured in there. The screw does protrude quite a ways out the side here. Hopefully you can see that does protrude. All right. Another interesting little factoid about this, which I found to be kind of interesting, not sure what I think about it yet, but it's pretty interesting, is how you charge this guy. Because he comes with a charger cable, and I was looking around on the outside, and I could not find where you plug this guy in. Well, up here on the front, you have another little button, and if you push that button, that screw fell out again. If you push that button, oh, there we go. The whole light assembly comes out. The laser's still in here, right? So if you had this mounted on a firearm and had it zeroed, you shouldn't lose your zero by taking out your battery, which is back here, and the light itself. The laser still remains in this housing. It's an interesting concept. It's an interesting concept, I think. But this whole unit comes out, the light itself, and there's no way to turn this on independently that I'm aware of. But it comes out, and down here on the bottom, you have your little USB-C plug. So this is what you charge, and when you're done charging it, you simply stick it back inside, and it should click into place. and you got all your modes back. Just like that. All right. One thing you are going to really want to make sure that you do is get that guy securely mounted up in there. And I have found a couple times that if you have this guy in and he's clicked in and the light doesn't work at all, like you click the button and the light doesn't come on, you got to tap that front portion. It kind of reconnects some of the pieces on the inside. Shouldn't really do that, but I've had that happen to me a couple different times. Alright guys, so there you go. That is the laser light combo from Feyachi. Very interesting. It is interesting that they have this whole feature where you can take the light or the battery housing and the light out. That is interesting. Not sure why they did that instead of just having a port on the side that you could charge it. But either way, it is very interesting. I'm glad that they did what they did instead of having a port on the back. I've seen some and I've had some units like this come in that have a charging cable in the back, which is not very smart if it's a laser aiming module, because then if you take this guy off to charge it, then you just lost your zero, which isn't smart. So these guys, at least if you get this guy locked on and you get the laser zeroed, you can still take the battery out and charge it and not lose your zero because of the changing of the battery or charging of the battery. It's interesting. If anything, it's interesting. So the category, the wheelhouse that I would see this guy operating in is primarily your airsoft guns, your BB guns, any range gun. Range guns to me are free guns. They're not really free guns, but you can do whatever you want to do to it, right? You can put whatever kind of optics on it, lasers, lights, anything you want to put on it, because it's a range gun. It's for fun, right? It's not for serious work. That's where this guy falls, in my opinion. It's more for fun. You put put it on your range gun, go have some fun, put some Instagram pictures and stuff and whatever. That's what it's for. Or really, airsoft BB guns, that would be a good option for this guy as well. If you are so inclined to check this out, I do have a link down below, an Amazon link. I'm not sure if it's an affiliate link. It might be. If I get a kickback from that, it's cool, but that's not really why I'm doing this. I'm just giving information out about this guy. If you got any questions, let me know. Thank you, Feyachi, for sending this thing out. Y'all be good to be safe, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next video. See ya.